On Tuesday, March 8th, 2011, a tragedy occurred. A kind of story that leaves communities shaken and searching for answers. This is the story of 39-year-old David Wayne Graham and his 3-year-old son, Easton Blade Graham. Two lives that ended too soon in what was ruled a murder-suicide. Hello and back to the Left and Past and back to another video. Before we get into the rest of the story, if you enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe down below because it's free and it helps me a whole lot and you'll never miss out on another video. So it's a win-win for the both of us. But with all that said, let's get into the rest of the story. Early that Tuesday morning, Murray County Sheriff Howard Inslee made a chilling discovery in a 1984 red Corvette parked near an outbuilding on Old Highway 411 South. Inside the Corvette, the bodies of David and Easton Graham were found. Investigators determined the cause of death to be carbon monoxide poisoning, a conclusion confirmed by the State Crime Lab. And the sequence of events is unsettling. David's mother reported that her son had failed to drop Easton off at her house. And when she went to check, she noticed that the Corvette was parked away from the house, but she didn't look inside. And authorities later found a hose running from the car's exhaust pipe into the interior. Outside the Graham residence, signs of a young child's presence were everywhere. A red and white tricycle sat in the yard with its wheels caked in mud, and on the porch 2 green plastic lawn chairs with a matching table were left empty, with just the memories made there left in a standstill. Neighbors and friends of the family were left grappling with the tragedy. Raymond Prenslow, who lived next door to the family, described Easton as a bright and friendly child, and he said David was a reserved man but a father that loved to play with his children. And just 2 days before the tragedy, David and Easton attended Mount Pisgah Baptist Church. And Tina Wilson, a neighbor, recalled how David seemed very burdened during their last conversation, but she did speak of the joy that Easton had to be at church and just the joy that he had being around people. And Jimmy and Tina Wilson, touched by their Sunday meeting, even brought David an easy reading Bible such as this. And Jimmy later said, "I don't guess he got the opportunity to read it, but I sure wish he would have." And this tragedy reminds us of the unseen struggles people face and the devastating toll that they can take. And if you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, please reach out because there is help and there is hope. And David and Easton's story is a stark reminder to check on the people in our lives. We never know the battles that people might be fighting. May both of them rest in peace, and my thoughts and prayers are with their family. But now I'm going to go visit the graves of David and Easton. And now I'm at Eton Cemetery to visit the grave of Easton. And he is buried just right down here. Easton Graham, June 18th, 2007 to March 8th, 2011. Easton would have been the same age that I am right now, 17. And then he would have turned 18 in June. There's a beautiful view of the mountain right in front of his grave. But now I'm going to go to Casey Springs Cemetery to visit the grave of his father, David. And now I'm at Casey Springs Cemetery to visit the grave of David. And David is buried right down there. David Graham Wayne, 1971 to 2011. April 11th, 1971 to March 8th, 2011. And this little sign says, if tears could build a stairway and memories a lane, I'd walk right up to heaven and bring you home again. But that's me all for today, guys. I hope you did enjoy that video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. Also, subscribe down below if you haven't already, because it's free and it helps me a whole lot. So definitely do that if you haven't already. I hope you did enjoy this video. Comment down below what you thought of it. It's very, very sad and tragic what he did to his son, as well to himself. It's just something that you don't want to hear. But I hope y'all still did enjoy this story. With all that said, I hope y'all have a great day. But this adventure is left in the past.